Greetings everyone, glad to see you. My name is Evelyn from Sekolah, Cinta, Kasih. Pandemic like COVID-19 outbreak has been a nightmare to many countries for almost 2 years now. Fortunately, some countries start to recover, but some still get stuck. In Indonesia, the application of social restriction level 3 is expected to be able to repress the transmission and mortality rate of COVID-19. But for sure, health protocol plays a very important role here. It might seem like a solution, but let's see. Many life aspects are negatively impacted. Life has changed and what needs are concerned is mostly in economics, education, and health sector. We need to buy some time to recover from this craziness, don't we? Therefore, alongside with the social restriction, the government has attempted to carry out vaccination against the pandemic. So, together with me, I am inviting everyone to know a brief history about vaccination and how it works effectively against a pandemic in general. Before we learn the importance of vaccination, we must learn the history and the way a vaccine works in our body. Let's start with a brief history about vaccination. Vaccination is believed as the most effective way to be able to repress transmission and mortality rate of contagious diseases. In 1796, a doctor named Edward Jenner in Berkeley, England, developed the first vaccine to make the transmission of smallpox virus under control. The vaccine stimulates people's immune system to start recognizing any foreign substances like bacteria, viruses, or toxin. In medical terms, we call it antigen, and then eliminating them by producing antibodies. Briefly speaking, it's like how an antivirus software on computer works. It works effectively because I frequently update the virus definition. So, the more up-to-date the virus definition is, the more viruses and threats can attack. Now, let's learn how vaccine works. Commonly, vaccination is carried out in one shot. But let's figure out why on certain cases like COVID-19 it requires 2 shots, or even more. On the first dose, the white blood cell, or lymphocyte in medical terms, in our immune system has just started to recognize the foreign substances and think of how to recruit. Now, you can tell why vaccination plays a very important role here, can't you? Vaccination gives us a massive protection from the inside. Once we protect ourselves, we can protect our family, our friends, or even any people in our surrounding. Something we need to clarify here is that social restriction will only buy temporal time to do vaccination and observe the mortality and positivity rate afterwards. But still, vaccination is the key. For sure, we do hope that they will start decreasing. I hope that from here, more people are willing to get vaccinated because it can trigger a herd immunity where the people are not vulnerable towards COVID-19 or any contagious diseases anymore. If it's well established, I'm sure all life sector will surely go back to normal and we can do anything like we used to. As good citizens, let us support our government's program to succeed the vaccination. So, what about you? Have you been vaccinated? Back then, the Minister of Education and Culture, Mr. Nadim, announced that we are ready with face-to-face meeting at school. But recently, we have made shock for some news mentioning that some schools became the new clusters of COVID-19 transmission, even after most students were vaccinated. In this occasion, I personally have no interest on blaming anyone for what happened. But there must be a lesson that we can learn of these incidents. In conclusion, we can tell that vaccine alone isn't enough to cut the chain of COVID-19 transmission. Therefore, I challenge you guys to share your thought on what we students should do to keep our health and immune system good. Also, share what we should and shouldn't do during face-to-face meeting.